I, Sada Prasanna, salute you all Indians. South India is the region which contributes the most to India's economy, but in return, South India receives very little from the government of India. Country people, please watch my playlist What South Indians Think, made on the reasons behind the separatist mentality of South India, by visiting my channel, or you will get its link on the I button above. The South Indian community sees other states of the country as a tax burden because other economically weaker states of India are developed by the tax received from South India. However, this argument is not completely justified because the government of India generates income by receiving taxes from all the states of the country and then develops all the states of the country. But it's also irrefutable truth that the government of India generates the highest income from the South Indian states and comparatively they get very little. On this point, we can argue that because other Indian states are comparatively backward, that's why more money is spent on their development. But this argument is also not valid because the one who is giving you more, at least in return, give them enough so that they can feel satisfied. The contribution of the regional governments in the development of South India is very high and the central government is comparatively very less. Let us discuss this topic in detail. South India contributes more than 25% to the total GDP of the country. South India is also far ahead of rest of India in terms of the growth of key sectors, the determinants of the economy. If we look at the statistics of net state domestic product of all the states of India, then all 5 states of South India are included in the top 10 states of the country. The proportion in which South India pays tax to the government of India, it receives very little in that ratio. South India, where only 20% of India's population resides, 30% of India's tax revenue is generated from there. But in return, it receives negligible from the government of India. I came to know an example of this by reading an article in which it's clearly explained that if Tamil Nadu gives 100 rupees to the central government, then it gets only 30 rupees in return, while Bihar gets 219 rupees in return of 100 rupees. That's why South India sees rest of India as a tax burden. I agree that other states of the country are backward compared to South India. That's why they get more from the central government. But such a difference in the amount received shows that undoubtedly injustice is being done to South India somewhere. We all should understand that in proportion to the revenue that the government of India is getting from big industrial cities like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Amravati, Chennai, Coimbatore and Kochi, they should also get a little more from the central government. Only then there will be harmony somewhere. If we look at the main sectors of development, education, health, employment, tourism, roadways and railways, then the contribution of the regional governments is a lot in the progress made by South India in the field of health and education, and the contribution of the central government is very little. If we talk about employment, then undoubtedly employment opportunities in South India are much more higher than other states of India. But South Indians believe that because North Indian communities migrate to South India to get employment in large numbers, therefore, due to this, employment opportunities for South Indians become very less. At the level of tourism also, the government of India pays more attention to the development of tourism in North Indian states. While there are many beautiful architectural places in South India, despite this, the central government does not pay much attention to the development of tourism in South India. If we pay attention to the expansion of roadways, then many good expressways are being built in other states of India, especially in Uttar Pradesh. But the central government is not paying attention to this in South India. Perhaps the Bangalore-Chennai expressway is the first expressway in South India, but that too is still under construction. If we look at the development of railways, then this difference is huge. 13,200 crores have been given for the development of Northern Railways in 2022, which is 44% more than the budget provided to Southern Railways. The conclusion of this discussion is that if South Indians feel that despite making such an important contribution to the economy, somewhere they are being denied their rights and they are being treated stepmotherly, then they are not wrong. We Indians should accept this with a big heart and demand the government of India to give South India its due. I agree that development is driven by political circumstances somewhere. Because regional political parties form the government in South India, this also affects the grant from the central government. But even then, this difference should not be so much that they feel cheated. That's why all of us Indians should raise our voice in one voice that we want justice for South India. भारत माता की जय।